Hi there, I'm the real Jason Duncan, and you've reached the video channel Results Through Integrity here on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Instagram TV, where every Monday or Tuesday I go through a 7 Habits of Highly Effective People video tip. I'm actually going through this card deck on the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's got a card for every week of the year. My lovely wife, bought this for me for Christmas a year ago, and I have decided to take this content and expound upon it for my followers here on YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that very much. The book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, is one of the greatest books ever written, especially books on interpersonal relationships. So whether you're a professional salesperson, an entrepreneur, a business executive, a stay-at-home mom, a garbage collector, a dog walker, it doesn't matter what you do, this book right here, will help you get to different levels of effectiveness with people than you ever would be able to on your own. I highly recommend it. There are 7 habits of highly effective people talked about in that book, and habit number 6 is the habit of synergize, where it's when you take the strengths and the abilities and the resources and opportunities of one person and you match them with another person, and 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, it actually equals 10 or 100 or 1,000. That's synergy. That's when 2 people come together and create something bigger than themselves. So each week we've been going through a different, 7 or 8 weeks on a different a part of each of those 7 habits. And we're actually on the final week on the tips and the activities surrounding the habit of synergize. We're on week number 45, and I know I'm a little bit behind. I'm actually a couple weeks behind. So part of these are going to move over a little bit into 2021. My apologies for getting behind a little bit. But this tip this week, on the front of this card, it says this: to leverage the strengths of others. And what this means, of course, leverage is when you use a fulcrum on a pivot point and you are able to apply a little bit of pressure to create a lot of movement. And when we leverage the strengths of other people, you're able to use their strength as your strength, to take a little bit from them, to synergize, as the tip, the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People habit number 6 talks about, is you use part of their strength to become part of your strength. On the front of the card, as it does every week, it has a few things that tells us to think about or to do. And it says here, list your closest friends, family, and colleagues. Now we're in the Thanksgiving season. We're moving rapidly towards Christmas and New Year's Eve. And it's the time of the year, especially in a year like 2020, where we're thinking about all the things that we're happy about and thankful for. And this should be an easy activity for us, is to list those friends, those closest friends, family, and business colleagues. Next to each person's name, list their strengths. So when you list Bob or Tom or Sally or Betty, whoever those names are, list right next to them, what are their strengths? Are they kind? Are they outgoing? Are they strong physically? Are they strong mentally and emotionally? Are they smart? Are they financially intelligent? What are their strengths? What do they bring to the table? And then it says third here, could you match any of these strengths to a challenge you're facing? So perhaps you're dealing with this challenge at work or with a relationship with someone in your neighborhood, and you don't yet know how to deal with it. Go through your list of your closest friends, family, and colleagues, and is there someone there who has a strength that you could leverage to help you through that challenge that you're facing with someone or something else? On the back of the card, if you flip it over, it has an ask yourself question, and it says, what could I do to take greater advantage of the strengths of others in my life? We are surrounded by the strengths of others, but we often don't tap into them. We have lots of things that challenge us every day. As entrepreneurs, as leaders, as business executives, as salespeople, we have challenges that face us, whether it's business, straight business, whether it's finances, whether it's a relationship issue, and we tend to try to tackle all those challenges by ourselves. And if we do that by ourselves, we can only tap into the strength that we have available. And honestly, we're not good at all those things that sometimes we need to be good at to get things accomplished. But go back to that list of people that you listed, your closest friends and colleagues and family members. Maybe they have the strength that you need to get through that. Part of my coaching platform and consulting platform at Results Through Integrity taps into the strengths of other people who are more proficient in areas of leadership, entrepreneurialism, financial literacy, sales, or even spirituality. And what I do is, for my clients, I help match them up with people who are absolutely much better at those particular areas than I am. That way that my clients, my coaching and consulting clients, get the benefit of having the strength from the people who are really strong at that, and not just relying on me as a single individual to help them through all the challenges that they're facing. That's a benefit of working with me at Results Through Integrity. The quote of this week on the back of the card is from Dr. Stephen Covey, and it says, "When we're left to our own experiences, we constantly suffer from a shortage of data." Data is the most powerful thing that we have at our fingertips, and if we're left to our own experiences, we don't have enough data sometimes to compete and to complete challenges that are before us. So this week, I want you to leverage the strengths of others. Think about the other people in your life who have strengths that you need right now to get through a challenge that you're facing. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel, for following me on LinkedIn or Instagram. It's an honor to be able to serve you and to give you good content every week. As we move into 2021 and I finish up the last of the final few weeks on the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, I've got some very exciting things that are going to be coming. Some great content specifically designed for entrepreneurs who want to turn their business into a passive income generating asset. So stay tuned for more. And until next time, remember, Jesus is King.